Okay, so shall we start?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is SFP plus module. Okay, and we'll go to the next one. And this is QSFP plus. Okay, and this is QSFP 28. Okay, and one more module is there. I mentioned here SFP plus or base T, right? So
Yes.
here RJ45. You are able to find the RJ45 connector here, right?
Yes.
Okay, so rest of the modules are fiber cable modules. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, now let's understand what is SFP, what is SFP plus, QSFP plus. Okay, why it has been named with different module names. Okay, so these are the modules available. Okay, SFP, SFP plus, SFP 28, then QSFP plus, QSFP 28. So let's understand the form factor of this one. Why we need to select SFP plus? Why don't we use SFP for all the modules? Okay, so the reason for providing different module names is like SFP, the speed of that module is just 1 Gbps. You can see here. This is SFP, whereas the module speed is 1 Gbps. If you need a 10 Gbps bandwidth network, then you can go for SFP plus, which is 10 Gbps. And if you need a 25 Gbps speed, you can go for SFP 28. And if you need 40 Gbps, then you can go for QSFP plus, this one. And if you need connectivity, and that will be achieved via routing services, which is offered by the third-party ISP service providers. So we need to prepare data center for routing services initially to initiate a connection with the corporate office or through VPN, or if you are providing support from your offshore support, like if you are providing support from India or Dubai to an US or UK based client, that time you need routing services to connect to the client data center to manage those servers, right? Then below that routing services, you need to configure the firewall rules, because when you hit a traffic is hit outside to the router, then the next stage before reaching the server, it should reach a firewall, so that firewall will filter out it's an allowed traffic or not, right? So, and firewall needs to be placed behind the router. Then about rack and physical space. So once that firewall, let's start with the first point, preparing data center routing services. Okay, normally, like our office will be in a different location, data center will be in a different location. In order to connect to the data center, normally what people will be doing is they will be approaching the ISP service providers. From there, they will go for least line connection or MPLS. Okay, MPLS is very fast. Going to deploy VxRail environment in a data center. Okay, so this is my office. From my office to the data center, I am approaching a service provider to initiate a MPLS cloud connectivity. From the MPLS through the ISP service provider, it will be reaching our data center. Once it's reached the data center, okay, there will be having two routers for redundancy. Okay, that router will be connected to an firewall. Okay, and from the inside the firewall, we'll be having other network devices, like we'll be having our spine switch and other things. Okay, this is how the network for the VxRail deployment will be configured. If already existing environment, then we can start our configuration from the spine switch. If we are doing everything from the scratch, this is how the connection will be established. Okay, this MPLS is for an is